Well, how do you pronounce it? Cultura? Cultura.
I just want to make sure it's clear. It's
L.
E-T.
Et Cultura. Did I say L a couple times?
Yeah.
Et Cultura.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
A Cultura.
Et Cultura.
Et Cultura.
Yeah.
I plan on not saying that once because of I'm afraid to pronounce it wrong.
Et Cultura.
A Cultura?
Cultura. Et Cultura.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I saying?
So, to tell the story of how this all got started, we basically started working together on other projects that were a little bit smaller than Et Cultura, and realized we were all passionate about the same thing and enhancing the really the arts community within the city of St. Pete.
And this year we got together and sort of tried to figure out how to push it even further and how to incorporate more artists, more art forms, and all of the things that we love about the city of St. Pete into one festival.
We saw all these artists and filmmakers and musicians that were so passionate about what they did, and we really felt like it was underrepresented. There was no outlet for these people to come together and really show the city and the rest of the country really how ready we were for a festival of this scale to be executed.
You know, I think Et Cultura, what it highlights most about St. Petersburg and our area is the fact that we have entrepreneurs and risk takers here, people who aren't afraid to do something different and think outside the box. And when you bring all these different people together in one place, it's really going to make for what I think is going to be a world-class event.
I believe that this first Et Cultura is going to be a true reflection of how we're doing as a city.
We certainly have had elements of what this festival is going to bring to the city, but I don't think that we've had all of the elements across one weekend.
We're going to have 2 musical stages with different acts going on at different times. We're going to have at least 1 movie venue that's inside, 1 movie venue that's in the beer garden at Green Bench, and then we're going to have pop-up art shows, the Makers Village, and the Artist Village that will be running up and down Baum.
Just creating a hub for film, music, art to be here, and then also artisans that are here. That's just another part that's amazing. People can come here, they can take something with them, something that's custom. So this city's absolutely ready for this.
It couldn't be formed more organically. It's the local filmmakers and local artists and local musicians that are putting this thing together. Those are the people behind this festival.
You don't get that chance to have that in many places, and we have a grassroots beginning of what this is, and that's sort of unique to what St. Pete is and what Et Cultura is.
Because of all the people that are involved, it's just they're already so good at what they do, and it's just gonna be executed really well.
We have really big, awesome ideas and amazing, talented people here, and we're gonna show the rest of the world what we're made of.
I think, you know, having Et Cultura here is huge for the city of St. Petersburg. We need the support from the community. We need the support from those who are already established here and who have the resources to help out in any way they can.
I think it's a perfect time for the city to be involved in something like this. Everything is growing right now. The community is growing. I think it would be great for everyone to get behind it and really support this.
I can see it happening here. I can see that this is the time, this is the place. As I've watched these things grow in other cities and they've become these spectacular events.
I think St. Petersburg as a community would really benefit from Et Cultura taking place here because it would be such a boost for the local economy.
It's a no-brainer to me that the city should want to sponsor an event of this magnitude because it's going in and helping fuel and fund this continuous process of creation.
We really do need a lot of support from the community, and it's something that in many ways has already come naturally. We've seen people come out of the woodwork for all the different roles we need to fill in such a complex event.
If you actually quantitatively added all of this up, the amount of free talent that's working on this you could never afford it in the biggest ad agency anywhere.
That's what I'm most excited to see all these people who do different things come together, do it together, and hopefully be able to highlight the talents and the creativity that we have here in St. Pete.
Et Cultura Festival is just going to basically showcase the great scene that St. Pete has already and just excel the arts and music industry even further where it is already.
I love the idea that St. Pete would finally have, I think, this kind of weekend that all other cities that we kind of aspire to be, but of course we're better than, have. And so this would finally kind of put us on the map in that way in bringing it all together, but with our own unique flavor, and St. Pete's flavor is the best.
We're excited for Et Cultura mainly because of the scale of the event and how much traffic, exposure, and support it's going to bring to the makers and the independent businesses.
We're taking the scale of an art city, New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and in a condensed, wonderful place for people, taking that same amount of culture and bringing it in the same local area. What better place to attach your brand to than something like this that is so far spanning and with so many different age demographics?
We're bringing everything together for a major collaboration, and I think it's really gonna be an extremely cool event, and when everybody works together, that is what makes St. Pete different than most markets in the area.
It's something that's made by the people of St. Petersburg, and I think that is going to be something that other people are going to be drawn to as well from anywhere across the nation.
Everyone we put this in front of gets immediately excited about what we're putting together, and it's been kind of a validation for us to know that we're onto something good, and to see the community respond so well to what we're working on has been really exciting. We're looking forward to seeing how far we can take that as far as reaching out for support for the rest of the city and getting them on board with our project.
And what's really cool is taking all of these cool pieces of what I would say is St. Pete's current DNA, and they're doing a mashup with it, and they're creating what I think will be a game changer when it comes to the expectation of events in St. Pete.
So if you think of the number of artists, the number of people that are going to be participating and being at this festival, enjoy what this is, and they walk away with a 3-day amazing experience, every sponsor that is involved in what this is will have that as free advertising. From the artists, from the filmmakers, from the makers, from the food trucks, from anyone that is here seeing what this is, from the city council seeing what this is. It's anyone that supports the arts in St. Pete will admire that the sponsors wanted to be a part of what this is as well. Like, there's no reason to exist in these buildings and in these walls if there's not people feeding what the dialogue is within the city streets and who the people are. So that's why I think that it's sort of an important thing that the city is fostering it. It's in the lines of Detroit and Austin and all these small cities that are growing bigger and bigger and bigger and making a name for themselves. I think St. Pete is ready to do that and is working on doing that for themselves, and this festival will help that.
You're welcome. Thank you. Where's my t-shirt? Go, Chatty.
I don't. Well, see, I listen to you, and then you start to make all these awesome, great points, and I'm like, yeah.
Because she's waiting for me to stop speaking so she can begin speaking.
I hope they're not filming that.